Well, welcome back to the cottage farmstead. I'm Rebecca, joined with my husband, Farmer Nathan here, and we are under a winter storm warning, which is really unusual for South Carolina. We actually have a lot of snow and ice predicted, which is something we haven't had in many years.
With this particular storm, it looks like it'll start out as rain transitioning to snow overnight tonight, where we could see 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. But more of the challenge is going to be the potential for ice, which will come in tomorrow morning. We could see anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch, which puts a lot of weight on the power lines and tree branches in particular. So with this, we need to be mindful of potential power outages. So today, we're going to be preparing just in case we happen to lose power.
The other thing that comes along with this particular storm is they're also calling for fairly high wind about 25 miles per hour, and then higher gusts coming in. So we're also going to be making sure that we don't have anything that's just going to fly around our yard during the storm. So in the case of a power outage, the two things that we're most concerned about are keeping our freezers and our refrigerator running and a little bit of supplemental heat. We have plenty of candles that we enjoy burning anyway, so lighting's not that big of a concern. We have a much larger space heater that we can use to take the edge off of a room, but it's the only thing that can run with a small generator that we are borrowing from my parents. We do have this tiny little miniature heater that I got accidentally when I first moved into this house. I thought it was bigger when I bought it, but it's really perfect to just have it running in our bedroom with the door shut because it kind of takes the edge off of the room. It won't keep it like really toasty and warm, but it'll keep the edge off. We also have in our bedroom a throw electric blanket. It doesn't draw a whole lot of power, so we have a couple different ways just keeping cozy in our bedroom if we do lose power. Another thing we're making sure to do is charge up our batteries. So we have a little battery bank, one for each of our cell phones, and then we have some rechargeable batteries that we might need in, say, a flashlight or some of our little fairy lights that we like to have on in the evenings in addition to the candles. So we're just making sure we have some battery backups in case it's a few days before power comes back.
Oh, this sure smells good. We put on a big pot of soup today. That way we have plenty of food ready to go. That's easy to either reheat on the stovetop. We do have a gas stove, so all we have to do is light it with a lighter. But then also, even if we need to eat it cold, it is very good and hearty.
So my parents are on a different power company than we are, and most of their power lines are buried in their area, and they also live right around the corner from the substation. So it's pretty rare for them to lose power. So we're borrowing their small generator that they got last year and haven't had a chance to use yet. So we're gonna be testing it out with this storm. We live in the northern part of the county, and all of our power lines, even the one coming to our house, is above ground. And there are a lot of limbs in this area that even a simple thunderstorm knocks down and we'll lose power. So we're just planning for the worst and hoping we keep power. So while Nathan is reading the user manual for the generator to get it set up correctly, I'm out here checking on our chickens. You can see Elsie is talking to me right down there. So for our chickens, they're not huge fans of the cold, but they can handle the cold. So a lot of people will wonder and ask, are your chickens going to be okay when it's cold? Chickens actually do better with the cold than they do the heat. When you think about it, your down jacket, your down comforter on your bed are all made out of feathers, and that's what they have all over their body. And every fall they molt and regrow their feathers, so they have brand new feathers. All of our flock has brand new feathers to handle this cold just fine. We will be making sure that we keep the window shut on the coop so that they don't have a lot of wind coming in. And then we also have 2 waterers. So one waterer will bring inside and it'll keep it warm enough to stay thawed in our kitchen. The other water will be outside, and then we kind of rotate through every 6-8 hours when the temperature is really cold. So that's how we just handle the water situation. And then we have their feed is kept underneath this shelter right here, so that the snow and such will not get to it. So it'll be just fine in there.
So I got oil in here. Gasoline just goes in here. And then we just have choke. And then run. So that'll be easy enough. 2 plugs right there.
Beautiful. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Here, wait, there's a funnel.
Well, I used foil.
We'll use the foil. Had the generator tucked up next to our house, and there is a covering there, so it shouldn't get too covered by the snow and ice. So we have 2 freezers in our garage, a big upright and a chest freezer. So one's our fruit and vegetable preservation, and that's where we put half a cow, that sort of thing is in the chest freezer. And then we also have a walk-in cooler that we use for growing Green Family Farms produce as it comes and goes off of our property with Farmer Nathan. We're not super concerned about these out here because it is so cold outside and it's supposed to be in the teens at night, so we're not concerned about these thawing on us. We just want to make sure that our refrigerator inside continues running. Also, if you're wondering about all the chaos in the back of our garage, we picked up for $200 all the cabinetry that we need for our future kitchen. Someone was ripping out a Craftsman 1930s house full kitchen, and they took every piece of molding out with care, all the drawers, the glass and the hutch is still there, so we are super thrilled to be able to add a bit of history to our house. We also have some doors in the back that are going in our future house, so it looks pretty chaotic, but as soon as our house is framed, a lot of this little stuff will be going out. On the note of handling the higher winds that we're expecting, we do have a big tarp. Is that a silage tarp?
So that's going to be similar to the silage tarp.
So we have a big tarp over here, silage tarp that we have on hand for growing Green Family Farms that is going to go to another farm location sometime next week. But it's here, but we don't want it to blow away with the wind gusts that we're expecting, so we're going to fold it up and get it out of the elements. Since we're a bit short on space in the garage because of all our construction supplies, we're going to put it in our cooler. You sure you got it? You need some help? Okay. You sure it's gonna fit in there?
We'll have to stand it on end, but we'll probably put the folded side in that way.
Okay. Now that we've got the unruly tarp in there, we'll put the produce that was harvested in advance of the storm back in there. So we also like taking care of our wild feather friends as well when the weather gets this cold, so we're refilling our bird feeders before the storm gets here, so they have a little something above the snow and ice to eat. For some reason, our camellias always bloom about the time it snows each year, so it's always really pretty when all the snowflakes are out and you have this bright pop of color. Freshly laid, nice and warm. Well, we think we've got everything buttoned down and ready to go in case we lose power and the winds are a bit high. So we hope you enjoyed seeing how we prepare for some winter weather that's unusual for our part of the state. And hope everyone stays nice and safe and warm as the storm passes through. We'll share some footage of the beautiful icicles and snow as it comes down after this. So happy growing after the winter. Catch you next time. Nope, going back in.
You can sing.
They didn't even get out. The tree doesn't even get out. But look at that wind.
Oh. That's nasty.